I have millions of dollars in debt, and next I want to have hundreds of millions of dollars in debt. What am I possibly talking about? Doesn't that sound reckless? Hi, I'm Keith Weinhold. I'm the international best-selling author of the book, 7 Money Myths That Are Killing Your Wealth Potential. I'm also a writer at Forbes, and you might know my voice because I own GetRichEducation.com, and I'm the host of the long-running Get Rich Education podcast. Look, I want more smart debt. For every, say, $1 million in debt that I originate for income-producing real estate, I probably have $1.2 or $1.25 million worth of real estate at a minimum for that $1 million in debt. See, when I go ahead and purchase income property, where each month the rent income from that single-family rental home or apartment building, that rent income exceeds all the expenses, and that includes mortgage principal, mortgage interest, a factor for vacancy, property insurance, maintenance, property taxes, utilities, and management. After that number is still a positive number, I want to get a hold of all of those deals that I possibly can. So I use debt to secure as much real estate as I responsibly can, as long as the monthly income exceeds the monthly expenses, because look, my debt payments are then completely outsourced, 100% outsourced to tenants. So the debt is in my name, but others pay for it or else they won't have a place to live. So I actually do want to originate more debt. So for example, rather than paying all cash $100,000 for just one single-family rental home, I would rather purchase 5 single-family rental homes at $100,000 with just $20,000 down payments on each one of those 5, because if I think real estate generally and historically appreciates over time, which it does, I want to own more property, not less, and I can do that if I take on more debt responsibly, as long as that debt is tethered to an asset that pays me income every month and it generally appreciates in value. I want more debt. See, debt has a bad name because your first experience with debt probably had something to do with maybe your first car. If that was a Honda Civic, maybe you had to work overtime to make the monthly Honda Civic payments. But see, your Honda Civic never paid you, and my rental income property and your rental income property does pay you, while that debt is actually slowly paid down by tenants at the same time. I actually want more debt, more smart debt, not more bad debt, and that's what you can do with income-producing real estate.
71% of Americans aren't saving enough for retirement. It's going to get worse as people live longer, and you need to start thinking differently. But you can't lose your time. Real estate is the investment vehicle that's made more ordinary people wealthy than anything else. Keith Weinhold of Get Rich Education is host of one of America's top investing shows, Disrupting Wall Street. He's an international best-selling author, a writer for Rich Dad Advisors, and has been an active income property investor since 2002. He has created thousands in passive monthly income for countless followers, and now he has a free book, The 7 Principles for Creating Wealth in Your Life. Get your copy now at GetRichEducation.com/book. That's GetRichEducation.com/book. Because invest in what produces income for you now and later. Keith Weinhold is your guy. Sign up now at GetRichEducation.com/book.